Good morning. I'm back again. I keep bouncing around. My back is much better. So I'm here today and hopefully we'll get a whole bunch of people watching. We get some really cool gadgety things today. And gadgets are my thing. I'm the gadget girl. So this ought to be a good time. So if you are watching us, please send a message to say hi so that we know we've got lots of cool friends on. And we'll give you a few minutes to get going. Just to reiterate, we have classes available. We have the class list online. So you want to check that out. Remember, most of them are limited to 8 if you use a sewing machine. Some of them you don't need a sewing machine, so those could take a couple more. So one person, we got 2 people. Will say hi to us so I know who you are. And until then, let me just run through a few things that are on my itinerary. First of all, there is a retreat in Maine in July with David Taylor. And if you've never seen David Taylor's stuff, go online and Google David Taylor quilter. Don't just put David Taylor, you'll get a wrestler and a priest. Okay, so put David Taylor quilter. He does what I call well, I think he does too, pictorial quilts. And you choose a picture and he approves it, and then he makes a big blow up for you, a grayscale, and then you go ahead and quilt it. But you really got to look at some of his stuff. It's amazing. That's in July. Then in October, these are all in May. In October, my sister is hosting Sue Pellin in the 5 days that you are there, or at least learn how to do 2 quilts. And it'll be so much fun. So if you need any information for that, let us know and we can send you my sister's email. Right after that, we're doing a UFO, which is, as you know, unfinished objects. And that will be 5 more days. So if you were going to Sue from New York, and some of my New York friends are, you could stay straight through and go to UFOs. It's on Scudic Peninsula. So if you have any questions about that, you can always ask me, or if Bev jumps on, she might put her email out there for you to text her or send her an email. All right, are we ready to go? Sound good? Okay. Yeah, please let us know if the sound, if at any point in time it dips, let us know, because we're not sure how charged the microphones are. So, all right, let's talk about classes first. Oh, welcome. But let's talk about classes that are coming up. To Be Blessed, which is this adorable little hanger. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. All right, it was originally scheduled for tomorrow. However, Linda needs to be out of town for a funeral. So we rescheduled. You should have gotten an email. We rescheduled there's a morning session and there's an evening session. And if you need to know about that, then please call. If you didn't get the email, please call. And if you did get the email, please respond which one you want. Okay, which one would be better for you. I can't tell you the exact dates because Tara forgot to write that down. So, but if you were signed up for tomorrow, it's not tomorrow. Okay, it's
the 19th.
The 19th is the AM one, 10 to 2. And the what's the other one?
23rd
Third
evening
is the evening one.
Starts at 5.
So you can get it done. Okay? All right, we also have coming up English paper piecing. I'm like, wait a minute, there's not 2 on there. This cute little mug rug type thing is adorable. And Linda Davis will be teaching English paper piecing, which basically is this. She just wanted you to have something to show for it, okay? And if you've never done English paper piecing, this is what you'll be doing, okay? That's a really cool class. I've done English paper piecing, and even for someone who doesn't like to do hand sewing and stuff, I kind of liked it. Okay, so that is May 17th from 10 to 2. Okay, you got to sign up for that. Also, Tucker University is a week from today, I believe. Yeah, I think it is.
It's the 18th.
And it's going to be split recs. Now you may be saying, no, that's a Christmas tree. Basically what you're learning, and see if I can do this. This isn't going to work. I was going to fold one over so you could see. There, let's wad it up as much as I can. That's a split rec. It's literally a rectangle that you split. And of course, it's a Tucker University. And so there's a Tucker tool, surprisingly called split recs. And we will show you all different possibilities of what you can do with it, all different sizes and so forth. That class is on a week from today.
I think it's Thursday, May 18th.
May 18th at 10 o'clock. Okay?
And that's available via Zoom and in person.
I can also teach it via Zoom, or you can come and hang out with us in person. So if you're interested in this, this is a very simple example of it. I just did a full-size quilt that was called Mama's Bear Paws, and all the claws are split recs all the way. There's tons of them. It's really pretty. It's a very pretty design.
And it's a pretty common unit.
It is a very common unit. And that's one thing about Tucker University, or about any of the Deb Tucker units, that she didn't recreate the wheel. She took what was out there and created a way to do it better, faster, and more accurately. Everything, as you know, is slightly oversized and trimmed down to perfection. So yeah, these are units that have been around forever. It's just a better way of, my personal opinion, a better way of doing it. So, like I said, more accuracy. You don't lose points. You don't cut things off and so forth. All right, I'm going to let Tara take over and show you some new products.
So let me turn the camera. I was just on the other side and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think nobody's here because nobody's commenting. And then I did a little swiping on the phone and people are commenting. So welcome, friends. Thank you for joining us. Speaking of commenting, one thing that we didn't mention this morning is that we do a prize for comments. So go ahead and comment away, and the person who is lucky number, mystery number, will earn a prize. So, and we'll tell you what that is at the end when Brenda picks the person. So I wanted to talk about English paper piecing. I have not learned how to English paper piece really, but I've always done handwork and I find it very relaxing. And I'm noticing that there's a trend toward English paper piecing in particular, where a lot of gals are coming in and they're having so much fun and they're building all sorts of different shapes. And so we decided to enlist a local expert, and Linda Davis will be teaching that class. It is almost full. So if you're interested in signing up, get over to the website or call us because it's almost full. But I just want to show you some of the tools and handy items that we have for that process, not only for those of you who are taking the class, but maybe some of you have already tried it and really enjoy it. So I just wanted to highlight what we have at the shop for that. So the first thing is called what is it called? A desk needle threader. So some of my newer gals came in and said, oh my gosh, this is a game changer. You have to have one of these. So I have one of those and can order more. But this is a great way to get your needles threaded, quick lickety split. You could have a whole bunch of needles ready at the ready, so you don't have to stop when you're done with one thread to thread another one. But that's a great tool. And we also have this LED needle threader, which I don't know how to get it to light up, but it does. It lights up so that, you know, if you have vision issues like me, I don't have my glasses on.
I think it's got a block on the battery.
Could be, yeah.
So
I'm sure.
They don't wear out.
Yep. So this is a LED light up needle threader. This is a desktop needle threader. Both very handy. We also have an assortment of needles out in the shop. And if you are an English paper piecer and you have a favorite needle, I'd love to know, because it's very hard to stock needles because everybody's different and everybody has a certain preference. So let me know if you want me to order some needles for you. Another thing that we have is this Sue Daily fabric glue pen, and we also have refills. And that is a excellent tool for gluing your pieces to the paper. Speaking of papers, they are on their way. We didn't get them yet, but they will be here soon. So, and that's really an integral part of paper piecing. So, so the other thing is these sew tights. They're called. I should have opened this beforehand. These are some super powerful magnets, and they're stuck to each other here. You can use them for holding your pieces together without the distortion of pins. So these are a great tool for EPP as well. And then we have Thread Magic, which if you've never heard of Thread Magic, this is a thread conditioning tool.
How what works?
So you run your thread through this and it makes it stronger, more easy to go through things, and it stops it from fraying as much. So we have two different kinds. This is just the kind I pulled out today. It's called Thread Magic. And then we have one kind of thimble. That's another thing that's kind of a, oh, this is nice.
She may not get this back.
That feels nice, but who knows how well it's going to work. It's just, I think that, with any new thing, it's sort of a trial and error type of thing. And as I said, if you have a recommendation, I would be glad to hear it. So that's the thimble that we have for now. We have another kind out there too. But the other thing that we have in two sizes, this is it's from Riley Blake Sue Daily rotating cutting mat. It's got ball bearings, I think. Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. It's got ball bearings in it, and it turns. And we have this size, which is 16-inch, or we have the 10-inch. And what it does is it gives you an opportunity. Let's say you have a hexagon, or even if you have this shape and you're cutting out your fabric, you can have it here, cut, turn, cut, turn, cut. And this is just a really handy tool to have for not just English paper piecing, but a whole lot of different applications for that. So, oh, and one more thing. So this, we did the Farmer's Wife a few years ago, and right before the pandemic, kind of in the middle of it. And that was a really great project. And I thought that I didn't know what this was when I ordered it. So I accidentally bought paper pieces for the Farmer's Wife. So if you are or know someone who is doing the Farmer's Wife in EPP, we got some papers for them. So these are listed on the website, and they're really a good product. We just haven't had anybody need them yet. So that's that. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, I think that was it. And Irene's got a cool tool to show you. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way.
You may have to tip.
Yep, I can do that.
All right, as I said, I am a major gadget girl. Major gadget girl. And luckily, I have a wonderful sister who likes to buy me things. And she bought me this a long time ago, and I never used it. I didn't even know what it was. And then I went to a retreat, my very first retreat ever. Barb Miller hosted one in Geneseo with Karen, teaching us paper piecing and such. And there was somebody behind me, and I kept hearing a buzzing noise. It literally sounded like she was shaving her legs. I don't know if any of you used to use those horrid electric shavers on your legs. You do it in the morning and you'd need to be done again. But anyway,
you want me to hold it up so they can see what this is?
It's the stickers on the other side. This is to remove, it's a seam ripper. It's just instead of ripping, you're shaving. And I know it sounds crazy, but I use this. Told you it sounds like a regular shaver. I use this especially when I'm paper piecing, not English paper piecing, but regular paper piecing, foundation piecing. One time I put a whole leaf on wrong. So I use this, boom, came right out without a problem. My most recent use was I was putting strips together for a quilt, and they were like 72 inches long. And I put one on and I held it up and I put it on upside down. So I had to rip the full length. So I remembered I had this, so I got it out and had it done in a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Where if I had to pick every single stitch with a regular, I'd still be doing it. And that was months ago. So I want to show you how it works. I purposely, all right, this is very pretty, but it's wrong. Okay. This was a sample I was using for our second Saturday sampler. This is wrong. Okay. They're supposed to go the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this whole thing. Now, it's best if you start, this is also wonderful for those of us who don't use a seam ripper very well, who don't use very large stitches. I do like 2.0 and sometimes less, but I am starting it with my seam ripper. Okay, my handy dandy regular seam ripper. Then what I'm going to do, and I hope we can show this to you, is it's going to be hard to hear because it's going to be humming, but I hold it upside down, and that's because I'm weird. You're supposed to hold it this way, and watch, I probably can't even do this. And what it does, you give it a little pull. It's really hard when it's not started, but you give you a little pull and it'll do this. Now, I found that if I hold it upside down and I have enough hands, I can rip like this. And notice I am not getting any fabric. What you see falling off are the stuff off the edges. And I can just rip like that. Imagine I wouldn't even be a part of the way with my hand seam ripper. So this is something extremely helpful if you're doing a lot of seams, which I don't know how you can quilt and not do seams. That was a weird noise. All right, so voila, it's done. Now I wouldn't even be part way across. Now, as always, you got stupid boogers, but you can get rid of those, the thread boogers, not the other kind. All right. And now I can put it back together the right way, the right way. Okay. And if you're wondering why that was wrong, it's supposed to look like, watch, I can't even do this. It's supposed to look like this, right? Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Because they're supposed to be, the geese are supposed to be chasing each other. And I had them together to make a square.
Square in the middle.
So
gotcha.
That, I love this thing, and I keep it handy. I take it to every retreat with me, and I have it right where all my gadgets. It's got this cute little case, and it takes one AA battery. That's it, I think.
And I've seen where someone undid a whole seam of, like, when she was putting the top together, all the blocks.
Yep.
The seam.
One thing you didn't see real well because of my examples is I almost brought a different one that had blocks because I have so many mistakes. And it won't hurt your blocks. You just have to, I mean, I wouldn't plow through it, but if you're careful, and like I said, when I hold it upside down, for me, that works better than holding it right side up because I feel like I have to have my arm at an angle. But these are awesome. We have, oh look, they even come with a battery. Isn't that cool? And these are not lifted. Hang on. I don't know how much these are.
They're on the website.
They're on the website.
There's no price on them.
There's no price on
them.
them.
They're new.
We just got them in so I could do this demo. So prices on the website. If you want one, you'll never regret it, especially if you're doing great big long seams. Like I said, 72 inches, and it was wrong. It was inverted. So I did it Just a couple minutes. Boom. So happy. And the same way with paper piecing. With my Judy Niemeyer, I had this beautiful curved leaf, and I did it wrong. So I had to take the whole thing out. And I could do it with all those little tiny pieces in there. It still didn't hurt anything. So that's the seam ripper. Okay, it's called the Quick Ripper. So cute. So cute. All right. Some other things that we've gotten in. Okay, because again, Gadgets are us. We have the 4-inch Creative Grids ruler. Is that not the cutest little devil? He's so cute. So if you're doing 4-inch blocks or whatever, or they need to be trimmed to 4, technically this is 4.5, because we all know we need that extra half for seams. So this will finish at a 4-inch, but it will cut at a 4.5.
It's also great for cutting for the smaller quilts that we're going to have
Yes,
for classes,
that's true.
like the freshly cut, and
Yep.
then I think it's called the Wee Wonder.
Wee Wonder. So
Yep.
if you need something small like that, we got these in. Another thing we got in, these are so much fun. These are magnetic cups, and no, they're not for drinking. You could, but it might be messy. They are for pins.
I forgot I was going to give these to you.
Okay, so I was just thinking I should have gotten my pins out. So what you can do is put your, it holds them in the cup, but it also is magnetic. So, and I'm going to do this horribly. You can shake it. I'm not doing it because they'll go everywhere. And it'll pop up so you can reach it. Okay, we have a big one. There, see? You just pop it back down. And we have a little one. Ain't they cute? They're so cute. So they're really helpful. It's going to surprise you, but I have some. And then you can pop it like that and you can reach it. Or you can leave it up because it's just beautiful. Take that one up. You just turn it. All is good. And they come with covers. So if you had all your pins in there, oops, time to go home, you can just put your cover on it and it keeps all your pins there. Okay? Same way with this one. And aren't they pretty? They look like little flowers. I'm really bad at putting this cover on. I don't know why. There we go. No, we don't. But just take my word for it. It goes on. It's crooked. All right. So those are adorable. And then the other thing I'm talking about, is EQ8. For those of you who like to design your own quilts, or even if you just want to play, okay, EQ8 is amazing. I've done a 2-day retreat. Well, I don't know. It's class, actually. Last month in Ohio, and it boggled my mind. From 9 to 4, 2 days in a row, my brain was so full by the time we got done. But it's awesome. You can create your own quilts. You can create your own quilt labels. You can create your embroidery units. You can do so much with this. And you can download your own fabrics if you want to. So you can literally see what it's going to look like in your fabrics. Take pictures, download. If it's a line that's out now, it's probably available because, for example, Moda or Northcott or somebody like that, they want you to see what it's going to look like, so you buy their fabric. So they make those available for you. I highly recommend it. I will tell you, it's a little scary because you will not want to do anything else. You will just want to sit there. I started one at 8 o'clock, and finally at 12:30, I went to bed. Now, if you know me, I'm to bed with the chickens and up with the roosters. Not that day, okay? Because it was so exciting to see it come alive. So this is our item of the month. Okay, it is normally $239.95, but we are selling it for $191.95. That's a good deal for EQ8. And we're also going to be offering a class here to show you. Alice Dunn is going to show you how to use it. I'm not a pro. I'm not, no, but I love to play. So I strongly suggest EQ8. It's awesome. All right. Miss Tara is going to do our 3, 2, 1.
Oh, right. Right, we skipped 3, 2, 1 last week, but now we're back in house and not doing our field trip. And if you didn't get to watch last week, these videos are up on YouTube, so you can go and check. We took a little field trip and we went next door to the coffee shop, which I didn't reveal this on the video, but and I think, Irene, if you don't mind turning the camera to show our secret door to the coffee shop. So like if we were ever snowed in here or whatever, we could go over and get some bagels, muffins, coffee, whatever.
It's the Albion Mall.
Yeah. Yeah. Irene calls it, actually, I think it's Jeff.
My husband calls it.
Irene's husband calls it the Albion Mall because really the storefronts in this whole building are all connected. So, but we don't treat it that way. Okay, so we have 3, 2, 1, which for those of you who are new, that is the way we kind of sign off. And that's an opportunity for you to get great discounts on products that either have been here for a while or we only have one of. And we have some cool ones today. The first one is going to be this giraffe panel. This is normally $15.29 and it's been marked down to $7.65. And Irene, give me some directions if I'm not centered
dead
well.
Center.
So this is a mama and baby giraffe.
Hang on to it for a second. I'm going to pick it up so they can see the bottom.
Yeah.
There.
This makes a gorgeous, just a panel quilt. We have a book out there called Panel Play. And I think, Irene, is that where you got your pattern from? So Irene has done a quilt with this in the center and some really cool blocks on the outside. This would make a great one block wonder. Mm-hmm. So this is on sale this week only for about half price. It is in the store and also on the website. So that is our number 3 and our 3, 2, 1.
Do we know how many we have?
We have a bunch.
Okay.
We have more than 10.
Okay.
So if you're thinking one block wonder, that we do have enough to do.
But you better jump on it.
Yeah. Yep. The 2, we only have one of these left.
This is not the one?
What?
I thought that was the one.
Nope. This is a 2.
Okay.
This is the Wacky Web template. This is a product by Missouri Star, which means that they have a cool video on how to use it. Brenda used these to make some really nice candle mats, and this is the last one left. What you would do is peel off this so that you can see through it, so that you can maybe fussy cut. But this is a fun tool to make a small project. The regular price of this is $9.49, and because it's number 2, that's why I did it number 2. It's half price, so
gotcha.
$4.50. And this is up on the website, or we will have it right at the counter.
And there's only one.
Yes, there is only one. And there is only one of these left. In keeping with the pin idea, we have these are called glass head pins. They're from Eversone, and they're relatively short glass heads, and those are only $2. So, and that is the last one that we have left too. And those will fit nicely in this little pin cup. So you could do a little combo. All right, and that is all we have. Thank you for sticking with us to see what's new. And again, if you are an English paper piecer and you have any, Brenda's reminding me of something, but let me finish this thought. If you're an English paper piecer and you have any suggestions, give us a buzz or email or even comment on here. If there's something that you use all the time that we don't have, let us know, because we would like to have an opportunity for people to learn that. So Brenda is just, can you hand me that? Letting us know that Joan Z, I'm not even going to try it, is our winner. So Joan, you are going to win, or you have won, these needles suitable for non-woven or knit fabrics. So these are light ballpoint needles, and they might come in handy. So Joan, next time you're here, you can pick up your prize. Or if you are going to have something shipped to you, just let me know and we'll put it in with that. So that is all we have. And I wanted to say thank you for joining us. And I hope that you've enjoyed our little product showcase. And we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.